I'm an island boy.
Just trying to make it. Got my vest on, yeah, like a Guamo man.
I'm a Houston boy.
Just trying to make it. Got my teeth all gold like a grandma man.
What the fuck? Anyway.
And we out here with some young Epstein.
Hey, bro, we said we're not doing that. We vetoed that idea.
What are you talking about?
We ate some Epstein boys.
Come on, we some motherfucking Cosby boy.
Bro, we said no.
You're like, do I even got bullets in here?
Yeah.
Welcome to the 2.5 Citizens podcast.
He's Zen, I'm Pablo. You already know what's up.
We out here. The thing is, like, I've been trying to hype myself up today because it's a sad one today.
Yeah.
It's a sad one today. The Astros lost the World Series. And it's real hard to, like, be upset about it.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're celebrating so much because it's like they haven't won in 26 years.
I know. And, like, for me, this is where I had a problem with it, where it was like, how you going to bring it back to Houston and then go out like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we said Astros in 7, not Astros lose by 7, bro. Like,
I'm saying it was disgusting in our home field. Like, I was also thinking, like, we were losing hella in our own, like,
yeah,
own field.
bro.
Like, we were doing real bad at home. Probably because we stopped cheating at home.
Bro, I was about to, like, just post up and be like, you know.
I'm saying smack the trash cans myself,
Yeah, bro,
You better throw a curveball. Like, damn. But it's been tough. We're gonna make it through. We'll be in the World Series like next year or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm saying? Like, we just been out here just demolishing. So it's gonna be fine. We're gonna
either way, we're still some Houston boys.
Yes, we some motherfucking H-Town boys. We out here screaming free SPM.
Bro,
What? SPM's a Houston legend.
Allegedly.
He's allegedly a legend. He's for sure a legend. Allegedly not a legend.
Okay. Maybe.
I mean, how old that girl now?
That's not the point.
Okay, you're right. You're right. It's not the point. So quickly, I have a question for you as we get into some a few of these things. What is your opinion? And I know we're married, but we pretending. What's your opinion on bros before hoes?
How
stickler to it are you? How close do bros have to be?
So, okay. If I wasn't married, because I've made this mistake already, and it was with our friendship.
Okay.
And I would say that I put the hoe before the bro.
Yes, but I mean
But then the bro was here to pick up the pieces.
But what I mean, not even just that. I'm saying like
on
there
some
was
future shit?
There was
or
a
like,
dude. There was a dude who you were friends with that was dating somebody, and then now she on the table and something happens.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like being.
No. Not like being like a good friend. I'm just talking about like if your homeboy had a girl before, but you're really feeling this girl and you're seeing some sort of connection.
Nah, that's foul. That's foul.
It's foul?
Yeah, it's foul.
So the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been hearing all these rumors about Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
Bro, that they were holding hands at the.
They were like they were like out here like enjoying festivities together.
Yeah.
First of all, someone needs to talk to Pete Davidson about workplace relationships because
every time
it was Ariana Grande first.
Every time
she came through, gets intrigued by him, and then all of a sudden it's a thing. And then now with Kim Kardashian, the only reason like I would have been fine, but like get it, Pete. Always pulling bitches that are like out of your league. Mm-hmm. Liquid Death.
Shouts out.
But it became a thing where I was like, wait, wasn't like Kanye West, Pete Davidson, Kid Cudi,
Timothy Chalamet
all chilling at Nobu one day?
Yes, but if you that I would say if you Pete was it Liquid Death quenched all of your thirst, didn't it?
Shit murdered my thirst.
Yeah. Not sponsored, but we're trying to get sponsored, so, you know. Anyway, back to the show. There's a interview. I don't know if it's Fallon or if it's Kimmel, one of the late night guys was asking actually Pete Davidson about that night, and I think he said that Cudi had invited him for his birthday, and it was just supposed to be like them two, and then Kanye randomly pulls up.
Not only did that happen, but I also heard he ended up having to pay the whole bill.
Because I guess just ordered Kanye stuff.
Yeah, because I guess it was gonna be like, yeah, I got you, Cudi.
Yeah.
For your birthday.
Yeah, because it's just supposed to be the two of y'all.
And then
so maybe he's trying to get back at him for that. Maybe he's still paying that bill.
Possibly because by the things that I'm hearing is that it's like that they're not dating, but that she's intrigued by him. That so she
that means
likes
that
him.
means they had sex.
You think so?
Yeah, she's intrigued by him.
I mean,
I think.
What
also,
if it's like the dress thing, the nail polish thing? Like you got an intriguing individual.
You got to understand too that like they leak their own stories. I feel like.
Oh yeah, like they have way too much money to not let let the things that they want fly and not let the other things fly. So
right.
So if that is the case, what is okay? Because the show's over, meaning Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So usually when they do something like this, it's so that they can promo the new season.
The new season's going to be on Hulu. Like the new show's going to be on Hulu.
Okay, so when does that drop? Because I'm trying to think of what's the promo for.
It should probably drop towards the. I don't know when. This is all me making shut up.
Yeah,
but probably in 22, I could see it dropping.
Okay, so it's not in promo for the show. SNL. I mean, Pete doesn't have to promo SNL.
But allegedly, there was cameras when Courtney got engaged.
What do you mean?
They're camera crew, recording it.
Yeah, but wouldn't they? Because they want to put their own photos out, or do you mean they call the press?
No, like when the show was running, that type of cameras.
Oh,
yeah.
So, okay.
And if you think about it, the way the show, the way Keeping Up would work is that it was always a year behind. So you would be watching it we would all know the stories, and then when the show would come,
we're able to basically see the behind the scenes of these stories.
Right.
Damn, the show is kind of interesting. I should watch it. We should binge it.
We should binge it.
But that's the thing where I'm like, okay, so if that is the case, what are we promoting? Pete's been in a lot of movies lately.
He has.
And it's a weird thing where Pete's celebrity status is bigger than his work almost.
Yeah, it's he is interesting. He's more interesting than what he really. But I'll put some respect on Pete because King of Staten Island was a great movie.
Yeah, no, and I mean his stand-up special was funny.
Yeah,
his stuff on SNL is funny. He is a funny dude.
Right. I think he's a little too edgy for SNL, but he does give them viewership, so they keep.
So
him.
Is he a little too edgy for SNL?
I think so.
Okay, I mean, does SNL at least need some sort of edge?
It does, and he provides that.
The guest, but he's not there enough, I don't think, to really.
But the stuff he does is when he talks about how he wishes Staten Island would fall into the ocean or
Yeah. But my thought also is okay, with my thought is the guests kind of bring a certain edginess. That's kind of what brings some edginess. Certain guests.
Well, certain guests, yeah, not everybody.
But I don't know how utilized he is. I mean, I don't watch the show actually. I've seen clips and I've watched a lot of the Weekend Update stuff that he's done. I've seen a lot of the sketches and stuff that he does, and he pretty much just kind of does little stand up bits on that Weekend Update. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wondering what they might be trying to push with this, if it's not a legitimate leak of something else. How do you think Kanye's feeling about this?
I mean, this man has no eyebrows now.
So you think he was pulling his hair out over this shit?
I mean, by the looks of those pictures, it looked like he did.
I mean, you saw the haircut picture.
Alleged haircut? Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, now I see why you got that mask.
Yeah, so what do you think he's trying to do? Because these things, when he releases these things too, I mean, there's no way that...
Bro, my man looks like he's going through it.
Now, I do think because we say that, is that the goal? We're let's... he's coming out here and being let's make everyone think I'm going through it right now.
I don't know.
Because when he was going through it, we wouldn't see pictures or videos of it.
Yeah.
You would hear reports from his family being Kanye is dealing with this right now.
Yeah.
That we have him going through this right now.
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's or he's going on somewhere and talking where no one can contain him.
I mean, did you see that he had Marilyn Manson on Sunday service?
Yeah, and they were just praying together and shit.
Yeah. Which is weird. It was like super, like, it was two conflicting things.
So, but could we say that he's trying to maybe bring him to God and talk about forgiveness?
Oh, 100.
Like, is that a possibility?
That's always
a possibility that Marilyn Manson is looking
for that,
which is so weird from Marilyn Manson, but
yeah,
when you're in a place where maybe he did realize, like, yo, what the fuck has my life come to? And maybe that's
right.
But Kanye's church, like Sunday service, like, is that even a real church?
See, that's the thing too, where it's like, and I mean, like, you had like Justin Bieber, who's like, all the Christians like love him.
Do they though?
They do. They all aspire to be like that. Like
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I wonder sometimes, like, yes, you say you go to church, and like I'm sure I've seen the things and stuff, but and I guess because it ends up being corny, like with Chance the Rapper,
yeah,
it was like in your face but fun. Like Justin Bieber, I don't know, things are conflicting with Justin Bieber. Not like on his religion and stuff.
Because he gets his weed from California?
No, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't dug deep enough into the new Justin. Maybe I'm still thinking old Justin.
Yeah, you probably
Because like I don't follow him. Is he like saying inspirational Bible quotes on Instagram or something? Yeah. Okay. So I might be really wrong about it.
Yeah.
So because I know that him and like Selena Gomez were going to like the same church together for a little bit.
No, I mean he ain't even with Selena.
I know he's not. I know he with Haley. So that's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about these Halloween costumes that was coming out this year. Okay. So some of these costumes this year, dog, like have been wild.
Can we first talk about my boy Benito's costume, aka Hunter's son?
Yes.
He was a football, bro.
I saw he was the ball.
And then we put him inside a pumpkin, and he was my man was not having it. Look,
I did see that he was not happy about that pumpkin.
I mean, he did try to eat it though.
So how was that with his first Halloween? Do you think he enjoyed it?
I think he had a blast.
Do you think now this brings up a bigger question because Mexicans do this shit all the time, but
look,
it's
my
just
man
for
was
them.
Eating it.
Do you think that we should be doing shit like this for 1-year-olds when they're not going to remember? Is it for them or is it for us?
That was 100% for us. And to embarrass him later in the future.
Because you think about that and you're just like, they're literally not going to remember at all.
Yeah.
And then
yo, Mondo's The Weeknd costume. How'd you feel about that?
Insane.
Yeah.
Made me want to shave for a costume.
Yeah.
Made me I said, hey,
make sure y'all go check my boy's page out. Insta. We're gonna fully shout it out because it was good.
It was really good, and it was last minute too. And he was asking the internet. All right, so on the first of celebrity costumes,
Armando Ledet.
Look at this. Look at this. The Weeknd. I mean, look at the costume the Weeknd did. Did you see this?
Oh, where he was. Yeah, he was the Godfather,
which was so wild.
I know.
He's so extra.
Is this whiteface?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes, more than likely, right? I don't know how it works when it's 100% prosthetics and because I don't know if you saw what he did last year.
No. Is that when he gave himself fake plastic surgery?
Yeah, it was super big and he was, I forget what his name is, but he does these crazy things where I'm like, this is insane. How are you standing to be in this the whole time?
Right. Because, I mean, when I wore that clown costume for the episode, I was, ready to rip that wig out.
So we had, a few costumes. Did you see any that you saw that were, wild? For me, when I saw that, I thought that was insane. Mm-hmm. But did you have any that you were like, yo, this shit was crazy?
I think LeBron's was good.
What was he again?
He was...
This was the Weeknd last year.
Oh, he was Dr. Doolittle?
Doolittle, yeah.
Yeah. He was Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah. He was Freddy Krueger, but he still looked like LeBron, though.
With a grill.
With the grill?
He was Freddy Krueger with a grill. Look at the picture. He was Freddy Krueger with a grill.
I respect it.
What would be your ultimate costume?
If I was just able to, be 100% prosthetic or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, what's yours?
Just like a really legit like Spider-Man costume.
Like real, but is that?
But like, I know. But like the
Spider-Verse one or whatever,
yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse.
The Miles Morales one, that one.
It would be cool to have like a
with the J's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. Deadpool would be fun.
But
I'm too big to be wearing anything skin tight. I have to think what would fit. I could be Bowser.
Action Bronson.
Chill. I can't white face.
Oh.
I can't white face like that, bro.
He's a fit king.
You're right. He is a fit king. He is a fit king. That's so weird.
He's a health king too.
I guess it's so weird that most times you do have to see like these celebrities be something crazier, larger than life because they're already
kind of out there.
Like if people are dressing up as you have to like do something like wild, like TV, movie, something because you can't be like a person.
Right.
Unless like people were doing each other. Like I think Sierra was Selena.
I liked when Kanye West was what was he? He was the dino from when he did it with Kim. He was the dino from the Flintstones.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah. Family costumes.
I can't wait for personally. Like when we dressed up Benito and we all had like all that stuff, bro. That made me
getting baby fever, dog.
Yes, bro. I was already planning like our family costumes. I was like, all right, so we're gonna do this.
Bro, that's scary.
But no. I mean, like, no, like.
No, I'm just kidding. Y'all should just do it already.
I mean, I'll just keep dressing up with my boy Benito, bro.
Dang. That's what you're just going to do? You're just going to keep... dog, you got to have kids at some point.
I mean, at some point.
You don't think you'll do it?
Just not right now. Give me 3 years.
3 years?
Mm-hmm. I want to be, like, pushing 30.
Ryan Seacrest or something wild.
Which I already kind of am.
Dog, you really are 30, though. Like, I don't know why you acting. Like,
I'm not
can we
30,
all just admit you 30 already?
No, I'm 26. Chill.
Dog, you...
I'm big brr.
On the burr, what are they here? Are they Sid and Nancy? Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker stepped out as tragic punk rockers Sid Vicious and Nancy. Spongin'.
See, that's not a costume. They're just being themselves. Well, at least Travis is just being himself.
Nah, he ain't got hair, dog.
Bro,
he gave himself some hair.
You don't. You're not telling me he didn't wear that in the early 2000s/90s?
No, dog. He ain't just being himself. That's cap. But we got to talk about the craziness that you slid into my DMs.
Is it Elon?
I don't know if it was Elon, but that's one thing that I do want to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about that first. And why you look for it. So Elon Musk says he's willing to sell $6 billion in Tesla stock to solve world hunger if and only if the UN can prove the funds. How would the funds be used? And like he wants open source accounting. He wants it all on Twitter so everybody can see.
Yeah. So
and to me, I was like, bro, like hats off to you because one. He's basically like being like, okay, like you guys are like giving me all this crap for having all this money. If y'all really think I can solve the world, show me and I'll do it.
Yeah, show it open source, show everybody, not just me, show everybody.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too is like, imagine this: they're telling you pay for it, but also figure out how it's going to be done. Like I think that Elon's doing the good thing of being like, you guys do everything. If the whole thing is that I have the money and I just need to give you the money,
I'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you. But am I gonna have to now like
figure out how
to do
foundations,
it, create the open source accounting, do all this type of stuff,
and then if I do it wrong, like y'all,
it's all on me.
Yeah.
So just tell me what I need to pay, and then though, I don't know if that's gonna work anymore because I don't know if you saw how much like Tesla stock dropped because
of that.
Not because of that. Oh. It was because they were supposed to like have some sort of deal with Hertz, and they said no contract was signed.
I know
with
that
Hertz. And it dropped a lot of billions.
So, like, here's the thing. Tesla stock is so, like, volatile. It's crazy.
Do we think that we're going to have world hunger ended?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Because, so, here's the thing that I think. is I can't find that story that I sent you. I think that people like to say that, like, we like to shift blame. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're not eating because of this person.
Yeah.
Oh, this is happening because of this. And no one's willing to take responsibility and say, I'll just work for it. Or, I mean, these were people from the UN that said this who, like, are also millionaires.
Yeah, but they're saying, because they were using the whole 2% of your net worth or whatever could do X, Y, and Z.
I could see it feeding all the hungry people in the world for a day.
For a day?
For a day. A week, maybe.
But not ending world hunger?
No. I think that's cap.
Yeah. But do you think there's a... Because what's the whole thing where it's like for a penny a day, you can... Is there a streamlined way to, like, actually, like... Because then, like, it doesn't even make sense to me on, like, how do you know who all is hungry?
Exactly.
Like,
so, like, who really keeps that? That's why, again, open source accounting. Like, show me what foundation, show me what...
Or show me... No, I don't even know about foundation. Show me how the money's being, like, used.
Right.
Show me, like, what the money's doing.
Yeah.
Because if not, without it, then it could be like, all right, well, we're going to put some in this person's pocket because they have to do this. And
it's also, like, I mean, people are always going to be pocket watching. And I don't know, like, I feel like just let the man do his thing. I mean, if it does... like, the thing is, like... This is a perfect situation, bro. Like, if it could solve world hunger, like, if that much money could solve it, then...
And then it goes away, then we're good. That's the story. Found the story. Figured it out.
Okay.
I don't know where the fuck... Like, okay. But do we want to finish up anything on this? We have a little bit of time if you want to...
Yeah, no. What I was just saying, it was just like, yeah, I mean, like, there's really no losing in this situation for him, I think. It's like, one, world hunger gets ended. He's a hero because he's willing to put up the money...
So, but then does the world look like a bad guy? Like, can we stop if this doesn't work out? At that point, do we stop calling out billionaires every single time?
Too, though, like, hunger happens because of a lot of injustices, and throwing money at the problem isn't going to end that. The injustices that exist that keep people hungry.
Yeah.
So I think instead of calling out billionaires as the only thing, break down some of the other barriers that keep people in certain situations.
Because not always the billionaires, a lot of times just politics.
Right, exactly. So, like, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Come through, Elon.
So, allegedly.
Bro, all right. So, the entire gay LGBTQRS community got together.
WZ, MLNOP.
They all got together, and they apparently forgave Dababy?
Allegedly.
So, okay.
But who's the spokesperson?
All right, so let's get into it. So apparently what happened is, so like Rolling Loud was, I think, the first festival. It was one of these festivals where he had gotten like booed off stage not booed off stage. Actually, that was the crazy thing. It was never booed off stage. The actual performance never went bad. It was just the backlash of the internet that caused him to not be able to, like, to get dropped from every festival that happened thereafter.
Right.
So Rolling Loud is like working together with him to do like a tour. So he's doing a tour. Yeah. And when this came out, pretty much the CEO of the LGBTQ community,
which is,
I don't know. I didn't know there was. So that makes me think, like, is it kind of like Black Lives Matter, like BLM the movement and BLM the organization? Yeah. So it's like the LGBTQ organization person said, yeah, no, we think he's learned a lot. You know, we forgive him. Probably like we personally forgive.
Or I think it was more like we have more fish to fry and we're going after Dave now.
Yeah. And so it was just funny because the way it just all gets reported is LGBTQ community forgives Dababy. Like I feel like there's gay people being like, we did? Like looking at their phone being like, I didn't get counted in this vote.
That's what's like the like crazy thing about it is just like, honestly, at what point are we just going to say all this like, all of this stuff is stupid?
Well, I mean, yeah, but here's the problem: is it's hard to say everything's stupid because there are injustices, right?
No, 100%. So then, like, where do you draw the line?
Exactly. Because it's hard to say injustices are stupid.
No. It's not that injustices are stupid.
I know, but it's like, it's how are we fighting it? What are we actually doing? What is the end goal? What are we trying to get across? Because to
Is
me,
it just
like
people having power trips
that's
on
what I'm
Twitter?
saying with what's going on with Dababy and Chappell. It seems more of like a we can control you and we're gonna show you. We're gonna flex on you.
Yeah.
So like Dave said, like if when like the black community tries to band together and do stuff, it's a big deal. But like because now every other white person has a gay child. Mm-hmm. Like they kind of have to do something about it or like act like they give a fuck.
Right. And like I don't know. I was talking to some coworkers and they were like, "Hey man, like," because like I was telling them, I'm like, honestly, bro, like I'm not like left or right. I know sometimes I seem like I'm liberal, but I'm really like not either way. I try to be pretty moderate. And to be honest, I kind of hate being pandered to at this point. Like I'm at a point where like it's.
But how do you know if it's pandering and how do you know if it's like genuine? Like that's the thing now is like everyone's an actor now.
Exactly. And then like there's so they were talking to me about the whole like Latinx thing. And that's how they said it. They were like, "So what do you think about the like Latinx thing?"
Who said this to you?
It was a colleague, and I was just like, honestly, man, I hate it. It sounds like a slur. Like when someone says it, I'm like, "Would you just call me?" You know?
Yeah. Like, did you double take when he said that Latinx thing? You're like, the fuck? Did
No,
you just call me?
No. When he said it, I busted out laughing. I was like, "Bro, I hate that stuff." Again, because I think...
Which I actually, now looking at it, I do think it's Latinx. And I just started saying Latinx because I thought it was funny. And now I've been hearing Latinx out here seriously. And I'm concerned. So now I got to be careful because now I think we might be promoting this.
Oh, no.
We got to chill. I'm reading the thing and it was like... So CEO, I'm not about to read that gay ass name. Look at after CEO.
No.
You gonna try to read that?
Gwendolyn D. Clemens, because they get that D.
And the Clemens is like Clementines because they fruity. You know what I'm saying?
So we're canceled.
No, but I'm just saying, my boy Clemens, our spokesperson. I don't know what they are.
Wait, so there really is like
there is a CEO
of like the LGBT huh?
LGBTQIA. Yes.
Yeah.
And so it says our organization stands on strong principles of being defenders of the LGBTQIA community, and nothing has changed. Today we were engulfed by the news outlets in a fire we did not start. Reads an Instagram post from Relationship Unleashed. Our comments to a brief question was grossly misquoted and intentionally framed in a clickbaiting headline to drive traffic to TMZ. I mean, that headline, like, to me, I was like, wait, like, that headline was 100% like clickbait headline when you say the LGBTQ community forgives Dababy. I'm like, what? How does that?
Yeah. So like it's stuff like that where it's like, like that you had some like, you must have some gay person like, I didn't even know we were mad at Dababy.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. Here's the thing is, it is a teams thing. You actually have a lot of people that are like, yo, I'm not mad at Dababy. Like, why would I be mad at Dababy? He's not, like, I don't have AIDS or...
Like, what he said was ignorant, but, like, okay.
Yeah, like, people say ignorant things all the time. Like, if it's all about not knowing, and that's where I know it's, like, the whole education and, like, the joking and stuff like that, but, like, you never know anyone's situation. You know what I mean? Like, off rip, so you can't just walk around eggshells. Like, is it not just a place where, like, you know... You see somebody who looks like a guy, but they're a girl, and you're like, what's up, sir? And then they're like, I'm a man. You're like, oh, shit, sorry. Like, there ain't no more, oh, shit, sorry in the world.
Yeah, no.
Now it's like, damn, that's so wild of you to just assume. Let me talk to your employer and figure out how we can get you, like...
Fired.
Yeah.
Because like, I identify as a lamp, and you ain't say, yo, what's up, lamp?
Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man, wear a name tag. You know what I mean? Like... You know, register somewhere.
Right.
Make an app. Here's the thing.
Ooh.
If like a trans person cared so much that they made an app that would make it easy for me to know their pronouns, I'd use it.
I mean, it's on LinkedIn now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna go to your Instagram. Like, if there was like like an airdrop type thing.
Yeah, where it's just like ding.
Where you see, like, I'm walking up to you and
like
I'm like,
an Amber Alert.
Yes!
A trans Amber Alert.
We need to have trans Amber Alerts just so that people like That was so aggressive. And
I go by them.
It's like this and this and this. They give you the description. At the corner of such and such and such and such identifies as they, them.
Yeah.
And we all know. And if you choose to ignore it, that's on you.
Then you're the asshole.
That's when it's on you.
Yeah.
If we all got the alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's on you at that point. Then at that point, I could take responsibility for like some backlash.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, those Amber Alerts obnoxious as shit.
You're right.
So like, you know, you be in some compromising positions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you married now, so it's late at night. You just trying to be intimate with your partner. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem because you're like in the back of your head, you know what it is. And if you choose to ignore it and power through, you know you're ignoring that child's life. You know what I mean?
But what am I gonna do? I'm in my room.
You at least peep out the window, see if you see him. You know what I mean? See if you see the license plate, dog. You got to do something.
So you stop. You're like, wait,
you got to. I mean, you got to. You know what I'm saying? If not, you feel like a shitty person because they told you.
I guess you're right.
You just got to check your surroundings because I guess the idea is if we all get the Amber Alert, we all look around, someone might see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what if they were just passing through your street? You're like, it's late.
Yeah.
I'm watching TV right now.
Right.
No, dog, you got to like be a little proactive out in these streets.
Mm-hmm. So you think they're going to come after Dave, though? Going back to the baby thing?
Are they going to come at? They've been
after Dave. But
that's the thing. What is it going to do? That at the end of the day is like, what are you trying to get accomplished? You're only pushing him further. You're only making more headlines, more news.
Yeah.
And people.
You're making kind of people. The thing is, people are already kind of like don't want to deal with you, and then you make it. It's like how the way I see the trans community right now is the way I see people trying to convince anti-vax people that in a way that only makes them more anti-vax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way you're handling the situation only makes people more transphobic, or like people who might have not cared then just be annoyed and be like, I don't even want to deal with it.
Well, here's my thing is I honestly think that it's making more people watch the special because like if everyone's so outraged about something and you want people to know for real, like you're at one point you're gonna be like, why are they so outraged? And then you'll go watch it, and then maybe you might be like, that's wild. But most times, what's happening is they watch it and they go, oh, that wasn't that wild. I mean, didn't you hear like how he wrapped it? Like, because the problem is most of the people who were complaining about it haven't watched it.
Right.
So they're like,
that was his list of demands. If you're gonna talk to me, you have to watch my special.
Yeah. And it's also fun for him to be able to be like, watch my special, promoting everything more.
Yeah.
Than him saying, I can't. It's a power play on both sides, I guess. But he's playing victim and being like, look, I can't show this documentary, but I'm going to have all these dates.
Yeah.
Y'all come watch it. And that's like promo, you know what I mean? So I also think since it's like, it's already out. People are already going to see it. There's no way you're going to make people not see it. Like my whole problem is like you can't erase history. You can't erase things that happen. You can't just like shut things away. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're never going to get rid of the special, even if it gets taken down on Netflix. Right. He'll put it up on his YouTube, and it'll probably get even more views.
Right.
So you're not going to
somebody. You think somebody else isn't dying to buy it?
Or not only that, you don't think somebody's already pirated it, thrown it up somewhere else, and it's not going to go away. Right. So what's your thing? You don't want him to release anything else? Well, he already said he was taking a break and he wasn't going to be releasing X, Y, and Z, and he can do everything himself. Like he did the whole comedy thing at his place in Ohio. He can 100% put something out on YouTube, like most smaller comedians have done. Yeah. So it's just a weird one where it's like I don't know what the intention is. Right. I don't know what's supposed to be like.
What's the play here?
Yeah.
I feel like now the like you know how like the meme Christian was like this person that like goes to church, like does this and this, like the Flanders character, like the Simpsons, like that was the original like Christian meme type of person. Now it's someone who's like super like conservative / conspiratorial / essential oils.
Essential oils
/ Trump is gonna be the next savior.
Yeah, it is getting kind of wild, right? Like
that's a new Christian meme person.
Christianity has changed a little bit,
and none of those things have anything to do with God.
So how does that make you feel? Like, all right, so they have like that thing where like NBA YoungBoy, right?
Right.
Good artist in a lot of people's minds, really successful, but some people would say his fan base is so toxic and bad that it like fucks up the image of YoungBoy because his fans are so toxic. Mm-hmm. Do you kind of see that happening with Christianity?
100%.
Where like these Christians are so toxic.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, because if the idea of Christianity, which of course, just people are different, but if the idea of Christianity is to be God-like and lead by example, and that's the way that you show people the light, I ain't trying to be like Jesus then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If this is a reflection of Jesus,
right.
That's wild, dog.
Exactly. That's what pisses me off.
Like, I didn't know that Jesus started 4chan.
Yo, I didn't know Jesus said to go storm the Capitol.
Honestly, and that's what they will say. They'll be like, I didn't know that. I thought it was love your neighbor, not kill thy neighbor.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? No one getting vaccinated out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. But it's weird because it's also like the vaccine thing is a real tough one because I really feel like there's way more anti-vax people than not.
Now, you feel like there's more
I truly
anti-vax?
feel because everything that, it's like that thing where it's like what the internet says versus what like
the
people are saying. So because like all of the social media sites are left wing and they all are putting signals for like misinformation on the vaccine. Yeah. So people aren't trying to post as much about that unless you're like a edgy Republican like talking head.
Yeah.
But I think the everyday person that's just out there in life is more anti-vax than not. Like, but they're not talking about it on the internet. So the people on the internet are all the left woke people that are telling you to get vaxxed.
Yeah.
But I truly think that like more and more that I see people's like opinions, anyone who's willing to like give an opinion. I mean, I honestly think that a lot of people have just gotten vaccinated because like of work or something, but they don't necessarily agree with it.
Right.
They're just not so crazy that they're, gonna.
And they don't want to go through the whole like getting a religious exemption or whatever.
Because look at all the people like what had Ice Cube.
Yo, yeah,
$6 million for that movie.
You're Ice Cube, like.
But $6 million to not get vaccinated.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing. Like,
my man could have gotten the J&J and like kept it moving.
But that's the thing is that's something that's easy for me who's kind of like, I don't really give a fuck. Because here's my thought. Like, I'm not anti-vax by any means. My thought was just I had it, so I have antibodies.
Right.
So like I'm just doing this because y'all want me to do this. But like I have built up an immunity to this virus. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but I'll do it if like it's going to help people, if it's going to help us get back to normal, if it's going to help with herd immunity, or whatever the case may be. But for these people who are like, nah, I for real don't think that this is good for my body. They're really like, at this point now, you're like, how much it's put into the people's head where they've decided something, and now they're faced with you're going to sell your soul for money. You decided, I know, but it's like if you decided that you felt this way and you change your mind on it for money, when you have money, then you're like, I'm just being greedy. I'm not doing like what I truly believe. I'm just doing what the machine wants me to do.
But that's with anything though.
Yeah. But if it's like, if you agree with it, like if you're going to embarrass yourself in a movie, but you think it's fun and you enjoy it, cool. But if it's like, if you're having to do something that compromises your own morals for money, that's what I think they're at right now.
Okay.
Which is making me think like, I don't agree with it, but I think that for a lot of people, this is actually a legit moral battle.
Which I think is kind of weird.
Is it though? Like, I feel like we can say this a little more now that like we're all vaccinated. Most people are vaccinated that are going to get vaccinated. At this point, if you're not vaccinated, you're not getting vaccinated. So it's like the thing with it is like, it's not as far-fetched. All right, this will sound wild. It's almost like the way I felt about Christianity at first, right? Which is where like everyone's telling you, no, believe in God because he's the way. So like your family tells you, everyone tells you, so you're like, okay. But then you start seeing things in the world, you're like, well, if God is real, then what about like you just start asking yourself questions, and then you ask somebody something and they're like, nah, you just got to believe. And you're like, okay, yeah, no, it's all about believing. The whole point is to believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe, that's when you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, all right, so I'm gonna believe, right? And then you just keep on doing, and you're like, but what about, nah, dog, you not believing again. And you're like, fuck, okay, sorry. And so at some point you have to be like, all right, man, I don't know if I believe or not anymore, because now this shit getting weird.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of how like the vaccine was, where it's like, is it supposed to be this fast? Nah, bro, it's cool. Like, it's medicine, bro. It's fine. All right. But those blood clots, nah, it's wild that you talking against the vaccine like that, bro. Like, and then you're like, okay, bro. I'm all right. That's cool. I get it. And so more and more stuff starts happening. It's kind of like, it's hard to trust when they were lying to us the whole time about even how things started.
Bro, it sounds like you want to start eating raw liver.
Nah, bro. Like, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Like, I'm telling you, I'm waiting on the J&J settlement. But like, the thing is, where it's like, they lied to us about like how everything started, that it wasn't, that it was them or not us, or it was a lab or it was a bat or whatever. No one really knows.
A cat in a hat.
Exactly. But now you're in this place where it's like, well, is it like, are we going to be safe with this? And they'll be like, yeah, but we don't have any actual tests of like long-term effects and all this stuff. And like, I get it. We're doing this for the greater good right now. Like we got to kind of do what we can, but it's also like, if people don't feel comfortable, there should be like alternative measures. Like I like the measure of letting people get tested and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when like even those things try to get removed, or present an antibody test, show that you have like strong antibodies or something.
Yeah. I mean, like I do think that it pushes people like, if people already want to be anti-vax, they're not gonna, like all this promotion is only gonna make them run away from it more, because they're like, well, why do you want me to get vaccinated so bad?
So bad,
because they're coming from from a space of like, this is sketch or whatever.
Especially when they're incentivizing too much, and we'll give you $200 if you do it.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. For me, it's like, you mean to tell me, when we was in high school, the teacher would hand you your science test upside down, but you did your own research on this? All right, bet. Don't get vaccinated.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, I do get, like, listen to your healthcare professionals, and then some healthcare professionals can probably tell you, hey, you actually have antibodies, like, you're fine on these things. It's just the it's like, all right, bro. We're talking about the government here, who, when you hear them talk about, like, Facebook, when they're like having these meetings with Facebook.
You mean Meta?
Meta, you realize you're like, y'all don't know shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're asking these weird ass questions. It's like old white dudes asking like dumbass questions about like social media. Like, how do I locate someone's profile? There's a search bar at the top. So I'm supposed to trust that they have all the medical information. You know what I mean? Like, they're not doctors. They're just trying to like win the next election, and if they got everybody vaccinated and their death rate was low, then they'll look better in like the election or whatever the fuck. So it's like they don't have real true
They ain't got the answers, Sway?
They ain't got the answers. The doctors who do, it's getting confusing, because I'll be like, all right, well, the healthcare professionals know, and then I'll be seeing nurses striking, and then I'll be like, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, no, and I'll speak on that. I think anyone can be radicalized, right?
Yeah.
So, like, because, like, that's, like, Elvira's pet peeve. Her pet peeve is, like, seeing, like, nurses, like, turning anti-vax and just being like, you fucking... like, we studied this. Are you an idiot? Like...
But... Okay.
But, if you get your... You know more, like, more than anyone how the algorithms are. So, if you start going down a rabbit hole, even if you ain't mean to... Like, let's say these nurses, like, went down the rabbit hole on some, like... Let's say it started with Epstein.
Yeah.
And then they went all the way far down, and that was, like, the last thing that they were trying to hold on to sanity-wise. And then at some point, before they knew it, they were anti-vax.
And I've seen videos from nurses that are, like, pushing anti-vax rhetoric, which is...
Yeah.
And it all sounds really good about how it can make you, not impotent, but how it can make you, like not be able to have kids because the sediments won't stay in the arm. Kids. Some people care about kids, bro. So people like kids out here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Mexicans love kids, bro, and then they love to tell you they ain't gonna get ain't gonna take no medicine, but then they also love to take a bunch of like weird over the counter antibiotics that mess their system up,
bro. So I'm like, pick one. Which one is it? Do we hate medicine or is it XL3? Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a hard one, bro.
It'll be like I'm sick, and my grandma will be like, "Here's this weird ass tea that I made with garlic and lemon, and here's like 5 XL3."
And then here's a tequila shot because they'll always tell you it cleans the bacteria.
And then here's a vapor rub.
Yeah, and you'll be like, "All right."
And the Sprite.
And the Sprite is legit medicine, though. I feel like.
Yeah, bro, you got the tummy ache. Here's some Sprite.
Because the nurse gives it to you. Like, why would the nurse give it to you if like it ain't good?
Or own 7.
That's what y'all, bro. Them hoes was on sale if y'all was getting the 7.
Bro, what are you talking?
I'm saying, bro.
Or let's squirt.
No, and those aren't that bad. But nobody legit like willingly gets 7 Up if Sprite's available.
No, that's true.
And Sprite never goes on sale, but 7 Up does. Pepsi products, well, you'll have like the 3-pack for 12.
Yeah.
Like you the deals come out with the Pepsis, dog.
I mean, I don't know. I thought they were all owned by the same people.
No, bro. Well, actually, I'm capping on that one. 7 Up is Dr. Pepper. 7 Up and Dr. Pepper are the same company. Sierra Mist is Pepsi.
Ugh, who the hell drinks that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. But 7 Up and Dr. Pepper, they're all right. But I don't Sprite over 7 Up because the marketing in general, they have Drake commercials, LeBron commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like they got me. Lil Yachty commercials.
When do you think Sprite's gonna realize that a lot of Mexican people also drink Sprite, or like Hispanic people?
When Bad Bunny finally comes to them and says, "I want to do a Sprite ad."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then they see the Latin numbers jump and they'll be like, "Oh shit!"
But they got to do a commercial where it's like the Mexican grandma, like you got to go up to her and be like, "Abuelita, like my stomach hurts," and she's like, "Oh, mijo, here's some Sprite."
I always wonder why they don't do that, and I truly think that if they do that, imagine the backlash of people being like. Because that's kind of how milk and stuff, right?
But that's true.
I know it's true, but people will be like, the sugar will kill you faster than the virus ever would. Like, I bet you anything they'd get canceled mad quick.
Oh, for it? Just
yeah.
It's like, this is an actual medicine.
We canceled Pepsi for having Kendall Jenner hand them to people in protests.
Oh, okay, first of all, Kendall Jenner thought she ended racism
with the Pepsi.
With the Pepsi.
Not even a Coca-Cola. Like, no one drinks Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be more mad if we in the middle of a fight and someone hands me a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to square up with someone and then your girl goes, babe, don't do it. Just have this Pepsi. What?
You gonna throw that Pepsi at
I'm throwing that Pepsi. I'm throwing the Pepsi at him, letting it explode, then I'm dripping it on her for handing it to me.
Yeah.
But I think we covered a lot of stuff here.
Bella's already tweaking.
I know she's tweaking. She's ready to go out. And tell your tias, tell your tios, tell them we out here. And that we
all my Latinx people, we love you.
And that we some ILM boys.
Some Houston boys.
We out here 3 Coast boys. We some out here like 3rd Coast boys. And I got my teeth all go A like I'm Johnny Dang.
Some 832 boys.
Some 713 boys.
Some 281 boys.
We some Epstein Island
no,
boys.
We said we weren't doing that. Damn it. No.